there, it's Lael with Lael by Mail. In this video, we're going to take a look at my brand new Our Family Favorites recipe album. I've used a collection from Simple Stories called Hearth and Home, or Hearth and Home, however you pronounce that. But it's just a beautiful project, a beautiful recipe book that you could create to capture your favorite family recipes. It would also make a wonderful gift, Christmas gift, a gift for a new bride, a gift for someone going off to college, a new member of the family, family friends, whatever it may be. So let's go ahead and dive in. So we're using a little bit of ribbon here and a fun wooden spoon. As we open up, this particular project is going to be a little bit different than my usual mini book projects like this, in that this is very, very, very focused on your recipes. So adding lots of different recipes and capturing the kind of family moments and the memories as you are eating together or cooking together or what have you. So as we get going, I have divided it up into 3 sections. So the mini book includes 3 craft dividers, but within each section, I have kind of little mini sections for different types of recipes. I created a printable that is included in the kit for the project, as I felt like it needed just a little bit more recipe focused ephemera. So I have all kinds of different little cut aparts, and we'll take a look at that so you can separate or designate or section off your project based on the different types of recipes. So the kit includes quite a few of the recipe cards. So in each section, you will see a pocket like this with at least 1 recipe card. You could include additional recipe cards in the pocket if you would like. As we get going, there are 10 extra 4x6 pocket pages that I have included in part of the kit, and that is for capturing more of your recipes. So you can see the recipes on one side, you have the recipe, and then on the back side of the card, you have the directions. So room for photos if you wanted to add photos. Here you could write another recipe if you'd like, and your photos, again, could be recipes of the food, the completed meal or the completed recipe. It could be photos of you making the recipe, or maybe it's your grandmother's recipe and it's grandma making, or it could just be photos of people that are enjoying the food, or people that are getting together, or in the case of grandma, maybe you don't have a photo of grandma making the recipe, but you have a photo of grandma that you want to include just the same. All right, so as you can see, lots and lots and lots of different recipes. And that's really what the project is all about, is capturing those family recipes and those family favorites. So at the beginning, the first section, really, I have sectioned off, and it's just the way I've designed it. You could include different types of recipes if you wanted, but the first section kind of for main dishes. At the end of each of these sections, you have 1 full 6x8 pocket page. And I love including those in recipe book projects because those are great for maybe the recipes that you've clipped out of a magazine or a newspaper, or that you've printed off from the internet, or you might even have just additional recipe cards. Maybe you have grandma's handwriting or your mother's handwriting or a relative, and you want to include those recipe cards. Those are great in those blank pocket pages. All right, we move into the second section. So now we have appetizers. Again, another pocket, room for 1 recipe card, other recipe cards if you would like to add them. Just fun little interactive things. Here you could add a recipe, you could add a giant photo, depending on what you'd like to do. Another recipe card. I'm going to start to sound like a broken record when I talk about another recipe card. Another section, side dishes. And again, we'll take a look at the contents of the kit when we are done, and you can see that printable. So you'll see the different ideas or different sections that you could create if you wanted. As we get going, end of that second section, you have again another blank 6x8 pocket page. And then we have desserts, pocket again, recipe card, room for more recipes. So lots and lots and lots of different recipes, room for different photos. Side pocket, again, would be great for tucking in your recipe cards. But this would just make such a wonderful gift. Even if you have children, you may have, the different recipes that were your favorites or their favorites that you made as they were growing up. This would be a wonderful gift to make and then give to your children or nieces or nephews, family members, as a kind of a keepsake of some of those favorite recipes. And we start to wind down. So there we go. You actually have one additional pocket page, so you could tuck additional recipe cards in there. And then at the end of that last section, you have another 6x8 pocket page for putting your things that you've clipped or whatever you'd like in there. All right, so now let's take a look at the contents of the kit. So the base of the album is the Simple Stories 6x8 snap binder, and that includes 10 pocket pages. So 10 pocket pages, but then I've supplemented the project with another package of 4x6, 4x6 pocket pages. So altogether you have 20 different pocket pages, and those are great for adding your recipes. I also sell the refills just like this on my website. So if you felt like you needed more pages for recipes, then you could add that on if you're purchasing the kit. You have the 6x8 paper pad, so 24 papers, 2 sheets each of 12 different patterns. A little baggie that has your yard of ribbon and a little wooden spoon. A large black doily. The Hearth and Home bits and pieces with the die cut. So those are just great fun little elements that you are using to kind of decorate your recipe book pages. The color step-by-step instructions. The purchase of the kit also includes access to about the 3-hour video class where I sit down and I actually make the project with you together step by step. We have the chipboard stickers. There are 29 of those. Here is the printable that I mentioned. So this is just printed on nice heavy duty cardstock, but see all the options you have: main dishes, holiday favorites, appetizers, side dishes, dessert, soup, salads, and then lots of other fun words. So you can decide how you want to lay out and organize your recipe book and which different sections you'd like based on using those little cut aparts from the printable. All right, then we get into the 12x12 paper. So we have the 4x6 elements. We have this really fun pattern for the 12x12, 3x4 elements. You have a coordinating kind of black gingham, the journal elements, so lots of 12x12 paper in this kit. The welcome home, so we're using this in a couple of different ways. In some cases, we're just fussy cutting. The tags, and then you have 1, 2, 3 sheets of the recipe cards. There are 6 cards per sheet, so that gives you 18 recipe cards, fronts and backs. And that is the Our Family Favorites recipe book kit. I have included a link in the description of the video down below for details on purchasing. And this is shipping now. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.